Hi guys, it's Donna from Shoot Them In Creations. Thanks so much for choosing my furniture flip video. So this is the beauty we're starting with today. It's a solid wood antique dresser that I got from Facebook Marketplace. And I decided to paint it. I wanted to do a really nice neutral color scheme. So I ended up trying the Fusion Mineral Paint. And it is just a beautiful paint. I might have a new favorite. It went on so smoothly and so easily. It was just beautiful. So the colors I chose were putty and I believe it was canvas. So it's basically a really nice neutral taupe color and then a white. And so I'm just basically painting the frame of the dresser in the taupe color, and I'm going to do a little bit of a paint technique on the drawers that you'll get to see later. So again, if you like this sort of content, please consider subscribing. I'd love to have you as part of the family here on YouTube. And I have lots of videos on my channel with furniture flips, and I've got lots more to come. So again, here I am just painting over the top. This is actually my second coat. And I should say, I did do a prime coat first on this using the bin primer, as I always do. So it was in beautiful shape. It was just a bit outdated. So the paint really added a nice new life to this piece. Okay, and here you can see I am restaining the legs. They wanted to keep them natural wood, but they were a bit worn looking. There were some spots that were really faded. So I just used some of the Minwax stain in a dark walnut. I had sanded off some of the rough spots, and then I just put the stain on and let it soak in for a few minutes, and then you just rub it off. And it made a world of difference. The legs looked so much more refreshed, and they're rich, and they're just absolutely beautiful. It really showcases the great carving work that's on these legs. So with the drawers, I wanted to do something a little special here. So it's basically just a white, I painted the drawers white with one coat of paint. And then I wanted to do a cross-hatching dry brush technique. I really wanted it to look like linen. So it would have the texture in the paint, but it would be really subtle. So you can see I'm just using a chip brush. That's what you need, something with a lot of texture. And I'm putting paint on the brush and then taking off a good amount of it so it's pretty dry. And then I'm doing lines vertically and horizontally in a crisscross pattern to really get that crosshatch look. And it really did turn out looking like linen. It was really, really nice. It's a bit hard to see on the white on white, so I'm going to show you on a piece of cardboard as well. So hopefully that will help. So again, it's pretty simple. You're just taking the dry brush and you're going vertically and horizontally, vertically and horozontally. I was able to do it in both motions at the same time without smearing the paint, but you may want to do just the vertical strokes, let them dry, and then do the horizontal. It gave a really, really nice, subtle texture to the paint, and it really turned out beautifully. It looked like linen, and I really just wanted something to make the drawers just a little different than just flat white paint. So I'm going to show you here on cardboard, just to give you a better idea of what I did. So you can see here, this is my dry brush, my chip brush, and you can see I'm just doing the vertical lines, and then I'll go ahead and do the horizontal lines. Now, it's going to look a little more extreme on this because the background has some color to it. When it's white on white, it really is quite a subtle crosshatch pattern that is really, really beautiful, and it really adds a nice touch to these drawers. I think if you did this with any color, if you use the same color on color, it would give you that really great fabric look. I was really pleased with it. And so again, I'm just going over it over and over and over just to show you how you would build it. And you can see there I got a bit too much paint in that one spot, but on if you're working on the same color, you wouldn't even notice that. It looks a bit heavy on this because the background's a different color. So there's the ideal texture, that crosshatch. And then we're going to go to the drawers. They had a cutout on them that I really wanted to emphasize But the trouble I was running into is the cutout was really, really rough. It wasn't smooth or even. So what I did was I took a liner brush, which is a long, flexible bristle brush, and I used some gold paint, and I just really slowly and carefully put it in the carved area of the drawer, making sure to get it even on the sides to give it a nice even look. And then you'll see I'm using just a cotton swab with some water on it to clean up my edges as I go, to keep everything nice and clean. So this is one of those steps in the project where you just really want to be relaxed and just really take your time and just do little by little and get it as neat as you possibly can. It really adds a lot of detail to this drawer, and it was well worth the effort. So again, let me know if you have any questions or comments, any questions at all about furniture, makeovers, or just any questions in general. I'd be happy to answer them for you. Just leave them in the comments. And with the hardware, this hardware came with the dresser. It was beautiful, but it was filthy. So all I did was give it a really good scrub with some vinegar and water, and it cleaned up really well, and I didn't have to do any paint or anything like that on it. The original hardware was just absolutely beautiful. And we're coming to the end. That was it. This, with the Fusion Mineral Paint, it has a built-in top coat in it, so you don't need to put an extra top coat on it. It gives a sort of a matte finish that is very nice. It's a beautiful looking finish. I'm keeping this dresser set for myself. I just can't part with it. So I'm going to leave it without a top coat and see how it wears. And if I find that it's starting to scratch or chip, I will put a top coat on it at that point. I kind of want to see how the paint stands up just as on its own without the added top coat. And so here we are, the finished product. It is a beautiful, neutral, but still really interesting piece. I was really happy with how this one turned out. I hope you like it too, and thanks so much for watching my video. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.